have recognized that he was playing a composition there. Anyone know it? The Black Page, that's right. Now, it was originally written as a drum solo, and Terry Bozzio was the first one to play it. Although when Terry played it, it looked a little bit more like this. Go ahead, Joe, give him a little taste of Terry playing it. Keith Moon never did get to play it, but what would it look like if Keith Moon was playing? Nice. Okay, well, the real challenge for everybody who has to ever learn this song is getting the precise rhythms. And the difference between playing it on the drums or on the piano or marimba is, you know, those three have one thing in common. You strike the note and you get the note right away. It's one motion and you get the note or the desired rhythmic effect that you want. But when you try to apply that to guitar, it's different because this hand is the thing that strikes the note and this hand has to get to the note. Sometimes they don't agree with each other. And that becomes a problem because you either make a wrong note or no sound at all, or some just scratchy, hideous sound. So, you know, I was talking to Steve Vai about his approach, and he was basically avoiding the question, saying, "Good luck, my friend." Yeah, there's a guy over here who doesn't want to hear this story because he doesn't have the patience for it. He's screaming out, "Zombie Wolf," and we're not going to play that. But anyway. I'm telling you this story because it relates to this project on the you know, the level. This thing started really because I decided I'm going to learn the Black Page, and if I can learn the Black Page, then I will be able to put a project like this together and be comfortable that we will be able to have the music speak for itself. So, you know, yes, thank you. But, you know, you may just take it for granted that that this stuff gets learned by us and that we play it, but it really is like training for the Olympics year-round. You know, it's not an easy thing to learn this stuff. And just to give you an example of what it was like in the very beginning when I didn't know any of it, I didn't have the technique developed to play any of this stuff. I was more from a rock guitar player standpoint, and I had certain specific techniques that, you know, allowed me to play some things that I grew up enjoying, like Van Halen and Randy Rhoads style guitar playing and all this kind of stuff. But that didn't really mean that I could play some of Frank's stuff because the things that are written for marimba and keyboards and those interesting lines that I wanted to learn required a whole other approach. So it kind of meant that I had to forget everything I already knew for 30 years of guitar playing and start over. And so that right there is, you know, a big step in all of this. But oh, thank you, appreciate it. But I'm sharing it with you because I want to give you a taste of what it was like in the very beginning when I had to sit there and learn some of these parts. And so Joe, just play the, you know, one of the really fast parts again, like the one that comes after this. Okay, so play it again, and play it really at the tempo, exactly where we play it. Alright, so that's a lot of notes that have to be crammed into that little space, and that was not really doable on day one. Day one was more like, you know, let me find what the notes are and see where they are and find out every conceivable way that I might have to try to play them. Do I need to use these fingers? Do I gotta use these fingers on the picking hand? I settled on a certain technique, but I mean, it started at this. And it took months and months and months of playing just that, you know, these couple of seconds until I could get the technique down. And so, how many of you would have quit after playing just 2 seconds of music 6 hours a day for 6 months? Yeah, you see. That, and the gentleman over here didn't have the patience for the story, so I don't think he would have had the patience for learning the guitar part. But anyway, we're going to, play. I mean, eventually I got that thing up to speed, and it was a lot of work. But we're going to play you the melody from the Black Page number 2, which is only slightly easier than the Black Page number 1 because it has a bit of a disco backbeat, so that everybody in the audience can have a better chance to find the downbeat.